My name is Marcus. I'm your host for this evening, and together we got Julio, Jose, and Rick joining in on the episode. How's it going, guys?
What up,
Good.
guys?
Chilling, bro. Any day above ground's a good day.
Damn right.
Real. All right, so let's go ahead and kick this off with a dirty joke. So, guys, have you guys tried Ethiopian food?
No.
Nope.
Nah, never.
Neither have they.
Damn.
Jeez.
Moment of silence.
For all the people.
Don't need a dollar.
All right, now that's over with.
Move the fuck on. All right, so what happened this week, guys? Jose.
All right, so my week's been mixed. Also, kind of with the bad things. Christmas was different this year. Pretty much got canceled. So the day before Christmas, my older sister got hospitalized and spent 5 days in the hospital. She's back home now, doing much
It's
better.
a Christmas miracle.
But it was Christmas miracle, but it's all we pretty much did for Christmas was just drop off presents and then pick up presents and then record the reactions to us opening the presents. So 2020 is the year that keeps on giving. But as far as what's good about this past week is the 23rd was my last day of work for the year, so I'm on PTO until 2021. So I'm just enjoying time
I'll
with the
clap,
family.
bro. I'll God clap that.
Congrats.
Good night.
Thank you. Still waking up early because of the baby, but at least I don't have to open the laptop and work.
Hey, bro,
That's
you
nice.
need to let that baby cry. Show that baby who's boss.
Let her learn she has to be
Hey.
independent.
I
Have
think
you
the
not
baby
watched my baby?
is boss.
Déjala so she learns. You gotta leave her so she learns. I'm honestly just kidding. I don't condone child abuse. You're a
Or
great
child
father.
abandonment. Yeah.
How was that child abandonment?
He's just gonna let the baby stay there and cry. He's not gonna pay
He's
attention.
not abandoning the child, jackass.
This is California, Marcus. Things happen.
Julio, that is not child abandonment. As a father, I would know. Anyway, let's move on.
He's abandoned his child, is what he's
It was a
saying.
California joke. Well, he's been abandoned.
I'm just fucking with you. Bro.
Bulls, weren't you abandoned by your father?
Wow.
Wow.
That took a turn.
Ladies and
Jesus
gentlemen,
Christ.
Julio finally got me back. Holy shit. It
Second
took you
time
long
this
enough.
week.
Man, the
Wow.
clapback heard around the world.
That was like the darkest joke, even like for my standards, bro.
Respect.
Kind of scared me
It
a
took
little
you
bit
long
there.
enough. Took you
That was
long enough.
a
God
low
damn.
blow. That was a low blow.
Jesus
Shit.
Christ. That was like Steph Curry shooting from the logo.
Oh shit. Took him
Wow.
9 episodes.
Yeah.
No, my bad, 8.
That really built
Okay,
up for
right.
you. Huh?
Yeah.
9.
Well, since you're on a roll, what happened to you this week?
Not much. Spent Christmas with the family. Girlfriend came over. She met my dad. Brought over gifts for the parents. We exchanged our gifts. It was a pretty good Christmas.
She met your dad and didn't run away?
I know, right?
She's
Keep
a
that
keeper,
girl.
bro.
Yeah. Jose,
Yeah,
you
we're
ran.
close.
Actually, hold on. Here's the funny thing that happened with my dad.
2 hours later.
So, you guys are my best friends. You've all met my father multiple times. You guys know he's a bit of an oddball,
Shit.
to say the least.
Met him with
So,
Putting it lightly, but sure.
yeah.
I'm almost
Hold on,
glad my
Jose,
dad
say that. Hold
abandoned me.
on. Jose, say that one more time to the audience.
let me correct myself. I met him with briefs, just nothing with briefs on one time.
I've had that too.
It gets more.
Bro, I
graphic
met
than
I
that.
met his dad and he tried to school me on painting.
Anyway, so my dad, people give him gifts that are not within his inner circle, right? And my girlfriend, being the first time she met him, it made him a little uncomfortable. He comes into the dining room with his checkbook in his hand, asking how much his gifts were because he wanted to pay her back. And I was like,
You
dumbass.
no. And it became like a little back and forth where I literally grabbed my dad. I was like, no, dude, stop. Like, this isn't happening. Like, put that shit
That was a
away.
straight middle finger to your girlfriend.
That's worse than like coming into the dining room with this penis in his hand.
That's worse.
Yep.
That's
I
worse
want-
than them slap. That's worse than them slapping her on the ass.
He might as
Thank
well
God
have.
might as well. Luckily, that hasn't happened. So, baby, if you're watching this, I love you. Wanted you there. Just I wanted to tell the story.
Hey,
Right,
jackass.
guys.
Calm down. You
You know he
already
could
think
edit.
about
You know he could edit this
Yeah, I
out,
know.
right? All you gotta ask is for like
exactly.
3 seconds of silence.
I know, but I feel like this is like a good part of the video. Let's keep going.
All right.
All right, Rick. What about you, bro?
Me or
Yeah,
Jose?
you.
Because when you say bro, like you're speaking to either one.
I said Rick. How about you?
I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Uh,
It was cool, bro. Like the beginning of my week, I spent working because normally I work Wednesday through Sunday, but I was going out of town, and so I went up to Tahoe and took my dogs to a dog park in the snow because they've never seen snow before. So I just wanted to see what that would be like.
Nice.
How do they react out there in the snow?
Tina actually had a great time, bro. She was like jumping and like skipping through the snow.
And Loki?
Loki was kind of spent most of his time figuring it out, like to the point where it got annoying. Like he got anxiety, and like at 3 in the morning, needed me to take him out 4 times just so he could inspect the snow.
You what?
So he didn't get the concept of snow.
No, I mean he was thrown off by the concept because the next day we took him to the dog park, and he seemed pretty chill. You know, he was fetching, and it didn't really bother him. He was playing with other dogs. But prior to that, it was just one of those weird things where like we went outside and then came inside and he was almost like, Jad, let's go back outside and see if it's still there.
so basically,
Right.
he was like a black guy who saw snow for the first time.
Or like a black guy that learned how to swim. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about let's go back in the water, see if I could still do it.
Yeah.
Yo, you got a pool? Can I go in it right now?
But yes, that was it. It was really odd to me because we came back and he basically spent the following day just sleeping the whole day because he was at such, he was so tensed up the whole time.
Dang. Sounds like you got a good time.
It was pretty cool, bro. I actually had a really good time.
That's awesome. All right, so
No
me.
mishaps while you hold on, Rick. No
Most of-
mishaps while you were out there?
Huh?
We'll get to that later, jackass.
You listen to that later, Julio?
Well, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you that a little later.
Bull, what about you? How's your week?
All right, so I got called an asshole at work today. I mean, not today. Earlier this week. I wish. So
You
this is
asshole?
exactly what happened.
You're an asshole every day.
I know, right? It's finally it's about time somebody
asshole!
just recognized it. But this is exactly what
Oh
happened.
no,
So
no, this is where you got it fucked up. We've recognized it a long time ago. We're just okay with it.
yeah,
I
you
forgot
guys
to
are my
order your
friends.
asshole of the year award.
You're a special. You guys are special case. It's the public hasn't acknowledged my asshole yet. Wow,
After
that
that, after that, we got to get you a trophy.
I'm good. I don't need participation. Anyway, so I'm at. They asked me to straighten up one of the departments. Like, cool. I went to go grab some flatbeds. Noticed one of my coworkers wasn't enforcing the mask mandate like he was supposed to. 2 women with 2 children basically walked into the store and he didn't say nothing to the kids about wearing a face mask, which is a rule. So I told the first one, she complied after mouthing off. The second one gave me lip saying like, well, actually, he doesn't have to wear one required by law. I was like, actually, he does. Pointed at the policy where it said children under the age of 2 have to wear a mask. Then I walked away. Not 5 seconds later, this bitch is like, actually, you're an asshole. I turned around and said, thank you. Like, I've been trying to be an asshole since I was 9 years old. Finally, the public has realized it.
Tell me something I don't know.
Congratulations, Bulls.
They just think you're such a nice and helpful
The level of
guy.
achievement, bro. You've unlocked asshole status.
I have risen more levels.
Yep.
Level up.
Also,
only
have
go
you guys
up from
noticed,
here.
speaking of assholes, have you guys noticed that the older you get, the less you give a fuck and you just say what's on your mind?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I curse a little less when I do it now, but I still do it.
Oh,
I know,
Yeah.
right?
So, no, I completely agree because I've gotten very good at putting people in their place without having to be rude about it.
well, you're commanding your vocabulary starts to increase, so you start using those words.
So, talking about picking up a book,
Message.
real.
it definitely has been wild. I've been reading a lot more, and thus my vocabulary and ways of communicating with people have increased dramatically. Like,
Do you still
like I
run
told you
this?
guys, I started this new job, right?
Mhm.
I had a guy post. So we have this thing called Workplace, which is basically like Facebook, but for your job.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy posted like, "Yo, who's the new fleet manager? Da 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 da. Like my van's this. There's this van that I already reported that has this issue that I still see out on the road." And I really wanted to be like, "Listen, bro, if you would have been this attentive back when the other manager was here, you and I wouldn't need to have this conversation."
Mhm.
But what came out was, I am the new fleet manager. I'm aware of the event that you're talking to. The issue with it has already been addressed. I am not aware of the van that you're driving having an issue, but you're completely right. The fact that you have to roll your window down to get out of the driver's side is a safety issue. I will address it as soon as I can. Which van are you driving? And if you have any further issues with any other van, feel free to reach out to me in a direct message, because this shouldn't be something that we put on this platform.
Nice.
Exactly.
They
You
made
just
him
have
stupid in front of
policies and
group.
procedures, and he just did not follow it.
Mhm.
Tight and dry.
It was just insane though, because all he could do was like the post.
Hey, put the boy in his place. What do you expect?
It's like,
Hey,
si, senor.
there's no rebuttal for that at
Si,
all.
senor. Disculpe. I'm sorry. I should have done this the other way. I'm so
But I
sorry.
really wanted to be like, bro, if you were on top of your homie the way you're trying to be on top of me right now, we wouldn't even need this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Technically,
Damn
I
right.
wouldn't even fucking be here, because they hired me because your homie couldn't do the job.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Suck it, son.
No said.
So yeah,
All right.
I want to share that with you guys, because I know you guys have known me since I've been growing up, and I've been an asshole since day one. So appreciate you guys sticking around for sure. But know that I've gotten a lot better at communicating that.
Yeah.
You definitely earned that Mai Tai you're drinking.
Oh yeah, for sure. Today's supposed to be my day off, and I still had to go into work. So
God damn.
At least
so
you
much
getting
for.
paid.
Hey, bro, that's what happens when you're on salary, right?
Yeah, I've
Yep.
been there.
You're never really off.
Shout out to my boss, because my boss bought me this Chromebook so that I could do my job.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and hit you with another Dota joke. So, question: if a midget tells you your hair smells nice, is that sexual harassment?
I would think so.
Ooh,
I think
yeah.
so.
Male or female midget?
Oh my
Does it matter?
God, who the
Probably
hell
not.
cares?
You're so sexist, Julio, that you'd be willing to get sexually harassed by a woman.
There's no
Fuck am I
man.
sexist?
Because you're okay with the woman sexually harassing you, but you're not okay with the man sexually harassing you. When
I don't
when it
think
comes to
I don't-
me, I'm just not okay
I-
with anybody sexually harassing
I
me.
don't think I'm okay
Like,
with
bro,
sexual harassment at all. In any
Bro, your first question was: is it a boy or a girl midget? Why would it matter? Sexual harassment, is sexual harassment, bro. You just proved his point.
Fuck
You
it.
suck.
All right, so let's go ahead. All right, so since Christmas is past and everybody's opening gifts and shit, let's go over some useless gift ideas. What do you guys got?
Who's first?
Getting opera tickets for a deaf person.
Ooh,
And that qualifies as useless.
Damn.
that's
And
useless.
also some dark humor there.
Very.
I got magazine subscription for the blind.
That's good.
Does it come in Braille?
No,
God damn it,
Damn.
I think
I
Nina
thought the
said
same
they
thing.
want some council stuff.
I was trying to save it, but fuck it.
I thought
Hey,
that
bro.
dude actually thought that too.
Hey, what they gonna do? Put the damn pictures in braille too? Oh, I found that nipple.
I didn't know Hustler made a blind edition for the month of December.
You would.
The fuck?
That'd be the one thing you think about.
What do you got, Julio?
So I actually went on Amazon and typed in useless gifts. And my favorite one is called the pizza pouch. It is a little triangular pouch on a lanyard you can put over your neck and carry one slice of pizza. It really exists.
You said it's triangle shaped, Julio?
Yeah, so it's triangle shaped, so you can carry like.
So I could not get
on a lanyard
the
over
gold.
your neck.
I could get a slice of Golden Boy pizza.
No square pizza. That is useless.
Oh, damn.
If I can't have a Golden Boy pizza, what's the point of having pizza?
I know, right? Or what if I want that Chicago deep dish from Little Caesars?
Oh, it's Zachary's.
Ooh,
Zachary's.
that too. Yeah, Zachary's.
Little Star.
Like, why go Little Caesars? Well, cheap. I answer my own dumbass question.
You
Wow.
dumbass.
Actually,
It's actually not a bad pizza.
I will tell you guys right now, and I could send you the link to this, Bulls, if you want to put it into this episode. There's actually a dude that I follow on YouTube called Film Theory. He actually did the math, and yeah. So if you his channel's called Film Theory, and I follow him on YouTube, and he actually did an experiment where he ordered pizza, and the best bang for your buck tends to be Little Caesar. Based on like pepperoni weight and like cheese and all that other stuff. Go ahead and follow and watch that video if you want.
Shit is good.
Like, yeah.
Send me the link.
Ultimately, though, the overall winner was Domino's.
Is he still taste testing them though?
Huh?
Is he just doing a taste test with them?
No. It wasn't a taste test. It was more of like how much bang you got for your buck.
Gotcha.
What about Costco?
Ingredients.
Because Costco for $10.
No, for him it was only pizza that could be delivered.
Yeah, you can't deliver at Costco unless you do like DoorDash or some shit.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. I don't think.
I mean, it might have if he would have been aware of it, because with Little Caesars, I think you can only get delivery through DoorDash.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
we should probably move on. We've been on this pizza situation for like 45 seconds.
I was about to throw chicken cheese into the ring.
All right, Jose, what you got?
Benucci's pizza.
So my useless gift also like kind of food related. So luckily I haven't got a useless gift personally, but I saw through a similar list that you did that there's eyeglasses that you can use as like chopsticks.
So wait, what? How did that work?
I think so.
Like you remove the sides.
Yeah,
the
sides
frames have a pointed tip.
So, question: when they take them off, do they say "I see sushi"?
Oh man, I got a story about sushi.
What if you're like really badly blind and you have like prescription lenses with those? How would you see like?
You better hope you have those Morpheus glasses that clip on right here.
Right.
Yeah. That one to your nose or something.
I'm still trying to figure out how he kept that shit on his face.
Yeah, so they were designed so they clip on his bridge.
Oh shit! Nice, nice.
Yeah,
all right.
So,
All right. So after that, let's go ahead and jump on to what you guys find on the internet this week. Let's go with Jose.
I think it was it about Amazon?
Yeah.
Doesn't sue Amazon? Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, I think Ricky was mentioning this, earlier, kind of offline, just how far technology, has come, recently, and with Amazon buying Ring, and Ring now being everywhere with smart tech, from your doorbells, your inside your home security systems. Well, that's kind of creating an avenue for you to get hacked and have uninvited guests come into your home. So essentially what happened, some homeowners reported that their Ring devices were hacked, and they're suing Amazon for not taking any precautions to prevent that from happening. So some of the things they mentioned was this guy was watching TV from his living room, and he had one of those Ring cameras. and the Ring device just like someone hacked it and said, "What are you watching?"
Damn.
Yeah, and another one, the doorbell got hacked while some kids were playing basketball, and then as they're coming home, they're like, "Oh yeah, like keep working on that jumper, you're getting better." So he's like, "Oh shit, how long has he been watching that?" You know, and I
Hold
think
on,
Long enough to know he's getting better.
That's creepy,
I
son.
got something to say about that first story. Like, I don't think like if it was a black dude sitting on the couch watching TV and a motherfucker like, what you watching? First thing I don't know is if you a real ghost, ask that question again.
Bro, I guarantee you that that'll be the first thing out of any person of color's mouth.
That followed by, all right, we're selling the house, baby. Fuck this.
I'm like, baby, give me my gun. Fuck this shit.
yeah. And then the last thing
You know what's
I heard
crazy?
was
It's probably somewhere in the fine print when you hit agree that it says that Amazon's not responsible when this shit gets hacked.
yeah,
Probably.
I'm sure it is.
I'm just saying somewhere in the fine print. You know what I mean? Because nobody ever fucking reads that.
Yeah.
For real.
Sunday. It's Sunday night. Cooking and catching up with their oldest son through FaceTime was on this Cape Coral couple's agenda.
All of a sudden, we heard the siren.
Until the safety measure was turned against them. Someone was using it to peer into the Browns' private life.
What's going on, my main man, Shaq? It's your boy, Chance on Nold. Welcome to the Noldcast. What's going
The
on?
hacker starts talking directly to the husband and wife about their son.
Wait, so did your child come out black or kind of light skin? I don't know. What? Nothing?
Who never appears on this 3-minute recording. But Josephine Brown believes the person manipulating their camera was watching for longer than he made known.
But they've been watching us. Because that's the only way you know I had a son and the only way you know what he looks like.
The hacker focuses only on making racial comments.
Is your kid a baboon, like the monkey?
Spewing from their security camera over and over again.
Wait, does your child look like an Oreo?
It's very hurtful because, my son is biracial and the comments he made was really hurtful.
Fed up with the hateful invasion of privacy.
Can you bring a web browser up on your phone and then type in the website that I tell you? No. Why? I'll leave you and your family alone. Or I could do this. I like your dog.
The camera batteries are ripped out.
Hey, go to Noel.
The Browns called Ring immediately. The company did not respond to my requests, but did tell the family, quote, the email address and password of one of your external accounts was exposed in a data breach. Ring believes someone used that information to gain access into their account. Josephine says she is constantly changing the Wi-Fi password and believes the company needs to step up.
Fixing it, put more security stuff on there, do more updates on the cameras, making sure everything, runs the way it's supposed to, but I don't know.
I went to a tech expert. Michelle Bordoff says there's one trusted way to keep your system safe.
Wired cannot be hacked. Somebody has to be in your home, hardwired to your modem to see anything on your network.
Josephine's experience is leaving her in the dark about the products she trusted.
I was scared. I didn't know who that is, how long he been watching us. Yeah, and I'm still scared now because I don't have an answer.
The tech experts suggest opening up your Wi-Fi network. Check to see what your neighbors are named after. Go ahead and help them out. Also, they suggest changing the default password that most of our systems come with. Reporting in Cape Coral, Christina Mendez, NBC2.
And they know you're not.
But that is fucking crazy. I'm not even talking about it from a perspective of somebody wanting to just creep you out like that. But if somebody really wanted to break into your house and Amazon doesn't close circuit that shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah, this elderly person, when her device got hacked, the hacker basically told her "You're gonna die. You're gonna die tonight." And she
Shit,
just
dude.
got so worried she like left. And she's like,
You know how
also,
many of those fucking things Costco has sold? Because we
probably
have
none.
both. Dude, we sell at least 30 to 40 units a fucking day.
Guess I'm gonna get
I bet it's
Smartwatch
more.
360 then.
At least that's what I've seen.
I was gonna say, I bet it's more.
Like, I helped 5 people fucking buy one of those goddamn things. Like,
Have you guys
goddamn.
heard this thing where like banks are pretty much gonna push for everything to go digital?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
See that?
Like,
Yeah.
as soon as they started making credit cards where you can just tap them, I was like, yeah, currency's going to start going out the window.
Looks like they've
Oh
made
no,
it
but
like
like
they've made it to where you can be lazy as fuck with spending your money.
Well, it's not really that hard. Anyway, so that was Jose's. Julio, what you got?
I got a man got arrested in Georgia for driving 118 miles an hour. Now, do you guys want to guess what his excuse was to the trooper who pulled him over?
I read that. I read that excuse. So, you guys read it?
Yeah,
Nah,
he pretty
bro.
much told the officer he was testing new parts on the car.
Yeah, and I think we got video of that too. Yep, yeah, we do.
Play it.
Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Any reason why you're going that fast?
We just fixed the part on the car on the intercooler and we just want to make sure it wasn't leaking.
Traffic's still going pretty good. You changed lanes really quick to avoid that car in front of you, and it flew past everybody else. There's no reason to be going that fast.
Back. Okay.
Yeah.
What
I
are,
mean,
what
under
are you guys' opinions to that? Is that a good excuse? Bad excuse?
no, that's a horrible excuse.
Like, during
I mean,
the
wait,
pandemic,
are
you
these-
could have been like, I got family dying in the hospital or something. That's so dark.
Okay, but like, are these parts to his racing car?
No. This is daily driver.
This is daily commuter.
Okay. Then there's no excuse. Trust me,
No.
if it was like his racing car, I'd understand because then you'd have to take into consideration testing the part for pressure.
Before you put it on a racetrack, you know? Hey. Probably still get arrested, though. 'Cause
And I'm sure you can probably
get
test
out
that
on
in a
the road.
controlled environment.
Oh, I'm not saying you haven't any excuse to not get arrested. I'm just saying like it is a valid excuse in the sense that like that would make sense as to why he's doing that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Rick, what you got?
I don't know. As far as what I found on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with this cheerleader. So back in 2017, right, when I don't know, I think social media was starting to really take off.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this chick that was trying out for the volleyball team, and obviously she did not make the team. So she took a Snapchat photo or video where she's like kind of flipping off one of the people in charge of like electing the players to make the cheerleading team, and then saying a bunch of other salty stuff on Snapchat. Somebody that actually viewed it, there was about 150 to 151 followers of hers that viewed it, that took a screenshot, and within that screenshot they sent it to somebody that ultimately made it so that the girl got suspended.
Ooh.
And then the girl sued the school, and you know the girl won because the Supreme Court thought that it was within her rights, like, you know, of freedom of speech.
That's how she felt.
And whatchamacallit, the school then pushed it further and further, and it escalated, and now it's coming up before the Supreme Court on whether or not it's freedom of speech for her because of her saying it outside school grounds.
Well, does she threaten anybody?
That's freedom of speech,
No.
regardless if it's threatening anyone.
She threatened nobody, bro. She threatened nobody. She was just flipping the bird into one of the people responsible for the list of ultimately who made the team or not.
Yeah, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, not me neither. I just thought it was crazy that a school thought that it had any form of authority over any other human being outside of school property.
Well,
I mean, to me, schools are like that everywhere.
Actually, I was a school here, and my perspective is like bullying. So, yeah, of course, schools have fair play if bullying is happening on school grounds.
Mm-hmm.
But if they find out students bullying, someone cyberly, offline, shouldn't they also be able to intervene and kind of reprimand that student for cyberbullying?
No,
that sounds more like I think that's more where you go call the cops and make it a legal issue with the police.
Yeah,
that's what their job is for.
I honestly believe that any public school system or private has no jurisdiction outside of their boundaries. That would be like America going into Mexico and telling Mexico that they have to pay for the wall. Oh wait, they tried that.
And it didn't work.
No, but here's my perspective. Like, this student is a representative of the school, right? So yes, they are.
No, she's not a representative of the school because she's not getting paid by the school. If you're representing something, you're making
the
monetary value off of it.
She's like a JV varsity. She wears the school logo.
She wasn't though. She didn't make the team.
She didn't make varsity, but she made JV.
She's just a regular student. She made JV.
No, she didn't. She might have made JV, but she wasn't wearing the logo in the picture.
That's true,
outside of the school knowing that she's part of the team, nobody else would have known outside of school property or anybody enrolled in the school that she's even involved in the JV team.
All right. So how do you view it? Like the Aubrey Huff situation with the Giants, right? So Aubrey Huff has been very controversial, and the Giants have chosen to distance themselves from him and not invite him to the reunions. So Aubrey Huff has his freedom of speech, but he was still,
it was the same thing. I viewed it the exact same way. Even though I personally disagreed with it, I still think that the portion of their history that they're celebrating was so significant that he still should have been invited. Even though you don't agree with somebody's viewpoints or their morals, they still mean something in that point in history that made you reach that achievement.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with Ricky on that.
Without that person being there in that point in time, you would have nothing to celebrate.
The way I see it, unless that person did something criminal, why not invite them? Like, they're not ruining their image.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, even then, like, you guys were with me in downtown when I was celebrating. I was almost in tears. How happy I was. And I completely disagree with 99.9% of what Aubrey Huff tweets. And I still say that he belongs there.
Because he does.
Otherwise, what's the point of freedom of speech?
Exactly. You may not agree with everything everybody says, but you should at least respect their right to say whatever they want to say, even if it goes against your principles, it goes against your morals, or you just don't agree with their opinion. It's their opinion.
And I'm not saying like that schools or employers or professional teams should stop you from saying what you want to say, but it's their right to also take action and distance themselves from you, or even terminate your job.
Don't get me wrong. It's completely their right to distance themselves from you. But like, for example, the school suspending her is not distancing themselves from her. It's punishing her.
For exercising her First Amendment right.
It's the same thing that the Giants are doing with Aubrey Huff, right? Because they knew who he was within the locker room. It wasn't until it became to light in the public of who this person really was that they had an issue with him.
Exactly.
Because you're telling
So-
me that Aubrey Huff not once expressed his viewpoint in the locker room?
It's the locker room. It's basically a safe space.
Supposedly.
But at that point, you probably had a signed contract. They couldn't just
All right, come
terminate.
on, guys. Like, okay, we've all played sports in high school.
But that's my
And
point.
we've
That's my
all
point. Like,
said shit in the
so
locker
when
room,
you're
right?
benefiting from somebody, you don't care what their viewpoints are. But the minute that you no longer have a benefit from them, all of a sudden you care about what their benefits are, their viewpoints are. Like, who's the hypocrite here? Because Aubrey Huff was the same person going into that damn locker room as he was leaving it.
Maybe. Like,
I mean,
none of us were in that locker room.
your argument is honestly almost making me not want to be a Giants fan.
All right,
Okay.
I got a question for y'all. Hold on. Since we're on this topic real quick. So we've all played sports in high school,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
And we've all had locker room talk.
It's pretty vulgar.
And every now and again, motherfuckers say some off-color shit that you don't like,
Bro,
but you don't really give a
I will
shit.
tell you
because
right now,
it ain't got nothing to
I
do with
told the quarterback at my high school football team that I fucked his bitch and I was away from him.
And I was there for that.
There you go. Enough said.
More to that than just that, but yeah.
Thanks for leading it on, Julio.
No, I mean that's my point. Like, I get what you were getting at. Like, within the locker room, everybody brings out their true personality. So the Giants knew damn well who he was in that locker room.
Exactly.
They're just doing this shit to save face.
Well, when he was with the Giants, was he tweeting that? Like, reaching? Was he tweeting that when he was with the Giants? Aubrey Huff?
I don't even know if Twitter was a thing when he was at the Giants.
Or probably yes, 2010. So probably.
And also, nobody tweets what they say in the locker room.
It wasn't a thing. It was there. It just wasn't as big as it is now.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, even then, like Bulls just said, it wasn't as big as it is now. So I think Aubrey Huff is like reaching. He's basically grasping at straws now to try to stay relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is outside of his normal character, is my point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll agree that I think in today's society we're probably a little bit more sensitive and have to be a little bit more PC than back then. But if you were like, let's say, a high school star and you have all these like trophies and your pictures all over the school, and then as an adult it turns out that you're a racist and you've been convicted of other things, and I'm probably going too extreme from this cheerleader at this point. But it's that school's right to start taking those trophies and pictures that's getting down because they don't represent that school image. And I think that's what the school is trying to say. Like, we don't agree with what she's saying. It doesn't represent our school. So we're going to essentially like suspend her.
No, but like, it's different because she has no pictures up. If you were taking her pictures down and still allowed her to attend school, that's a different conversation. But what you're essentially doing is you're depriving this person of furthering their knowledge in a timely manner because you're upset about what she said.
Exactly. And that's what led me to my whole point about locker room talk.
Like, yeah, but I mean, locker room talk just stays in the locker room. That's why it's locker room talk. Like, I think as soon as you go,
it doesn't. Look at the president.
I don't know about
Not
today.
always.
I don't know about
Not
today's
always,
age,
bro.
man. I don't know, dude. Today's
Not
day and
always.
age, I doubt that.
Dirty laundry gets aired, son.
Yeah, I mean, because we saw also with James Gunn, right, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, like they found a really old tweet from him, and then because of that, Disney said you're not directing, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 because of outrage.
Yeah, but that's also like, I still think that that's infringement on your freedom of speech.
Yeah, and think about it though. That was basically
Because ultimately, you signed that contract without doing the research on me, right? That contract was signed without looking at my background. So therefore, you accepted me as I was.
Jose? Uh-oh. Did he quit?
Oh, he's back. He's back.
What happened? I was about to say, oh, damn.
I don't even
We
see
got our
him.
first rage quit.
Hey,
So
are you there, dude?
Oh,
No, we
yeah,
can
we can
just
hear you.
barely. We can't even see you
There you
Sorry,
go.
though. There you
Yo, tilt the camera up. All I can see is your
okay.
nose.
So the way I look at it, right?
A little bit more.
You sign a contract. It's like when you're playing a video game and you sign save now.
Mhm.
You're saving everything from that exact point.
Yeah.
So if you and I signed a contract and you didn't do a background check on me, and then you found out that I was a felon somehow, you can't void that contract unless there's some kind of writing within that contract that says if I'm a felon, you can void the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And they got huge backlash when they fired him too.
That's essentially my point. Like your freedom of speech doesn't end just because you're within a contract. Your freedom of speech is still safe because when both of us signed that contract, we were aware, in quotes, because maybe you didn't do the research enough of each other's background. So we agreed to make a deal with one another.
That's kind of like a bunch of fans trying to cancel some of the cast members of The Mandalorian.
Well,
From
imagine
going,
like you saved your game, but the part that didn't save was the last level.
Mhm.
So then did you really save your game?
pretty much.
It's the same concept with the freedom of speech. If my freedom of speech could be overturned because of a contract that you now disagree with the person that I am, then do I really have freedom of speech?
No.
Well, I would say we probably don't. Like I mentioned, we're more PC. You gotta be careful what you say because anything that you do say can get you canceled.
See,
So
that's the thing. That's the thing that I'm starting to notice. PC culture is basically turning everything upside down and on its head. I mean, like I brought up with the whole some of the cast members of The Mandalorian, Gina Carano. She's basically had people, everybody just going around saying fire her, and everybody on the damn show has stood by her and whatever the hell she said. Because at the end of the day, her freedom of speech is her freedom of speech. You may not like what the fuck she says, but she still does a damn good job at being whoever the hell character she was hired to be. And her
thing
freedom
is,
of
it
speech
doesn't.
cannot
Yeah,
infringe on that.
it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Like what she says doesn't matter. What matters is can she do the job?
That's my point exactly. I don't give a damn what the hell she says on social media. As long as she can do her damn job and play the best person she can, she's got my vote to stay in. And they did the same thing with Rosario Dawson, except the accusations against her were not even about her. It was about her mother.
An ENT I used to work with once said, when you sign a contract for a job, you're going to get paid what you're going to get paid. It's not up to them to judge you for your character. It's up to them to judge you for the job you're doing. That's how I see it.
Well, I mean, isn't that why we agree to get paid a certain wage for a certain amount of time a day?
Yep.
Like you're
As long as I don't break
generally
the
giving
rules.
up all your rights for that set amount of time.
Seriously, you got to
That's
make.
essentially what you're signing. You're basically telling somebody, listen.
OSHA laws in order to have a piss break, for crying out loud in the lunch
Well,
break.
that's what I'm saying. Like you're essentially when you sign any jobs contract, you're essentially telling them, listen, I will be a slave to you for this period of time, but after that, I get to go back to doing what the hell I want.
Yep.
well, I would even say like in California, it being at will both ways. It's a voluntary slave contract because they can terminate any time or you can leave at any time.
Yeah, it's like a voluntary slave contract.
Yeah, but back to that employment thing, like Julio, to your point there,
You
like
know, it's crazy, Jose. Here's a crazy fun fact: a voluntary slave contract is not a new concept for slavery, right? Our ancestors, the Aztecs, actually sold each other off. So, like, I could sell myself to you if you were a wealthy family for a set period of time for a set amount of money.
So basically, they had slave contracts.
Yes.
Are you still a
Yes.
slave at that point if there's like a money amount that you can get when you're done?
No. So
as
you
long
would
as the
you
contract
receive a
holds.
wage, right? Like you receive a wage. The wealthier family would essentially pay you like a monthly or weekly salary, so that you could make your family wealthier.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the contract is over, you just went back to your family.
Yeah, I mean, I think whether you're getting paid or not, I mean, if you're basically getting someone's telling you what to do, which most of us are at our jobs.
Yeah, and the Africans sold each other without a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But no, but just to wrap it up, I just think you should have consequences for what you say. That's kind of
Yes,
my.
I mean, you should have consequences for what you say, as long as the person providing said consequences has jurisdiction.
The way I see it is this: if you're representing an organization, and in his case, he's no longer with the Giants, I
We're
don't
not
think it
talking about
should
Aubrey
be.
Huff, you dick.
It was actually
We're talking about the
Back to the
girl.
girl. I mean, in general, okay, so with the girl. But here's the thing: okay, she goes to school there, but she's not on a team. Do you really represent the school? No, you're just getting your fucking education, right?
Well,
And on top of that,
we
of
already
that,
said
she's not
she
getting
made
paid by the
JT.
school, right? Her parents are actually the ones paying the school because they're the ones paying the property tax that funds that school.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention paying for the uniforms and all that extra shit.
Here's a question, Rick. How did the parents feel about what she said and flipping people off? Were they okay with that?
Does it matter?
I think it does. I think it does because, like you said, the parents are paying for the
Also,
school. If the parents weren't okay with what she was saying,
but they still have to
are
respect
you
her
saying
right.
that if the parents weren't okay with what she's saying, the school still has jurisdiction over her? Because at that point, I feel that the parents are the ones with the jurisdiction over her.
Well, I mean, you cannot support someone's opinion and still respect their right to free speech. Parents may not like it, but she still gets to exercise her First Amendment right.
So what's the girl suing? She just didn't want to be suspended?
No. The girl, obviously the parents must have agreed with the girl, right? In the sense that like the school has no jurisdiction over her outside of school property.
And that's where we get to it again. Outside of school property, therefore they have no jurisdiction. Even if the video was directed towards people who work for the school, it was still done off school property, so it has nothing to do with them.
I just think
that's her First Amendment right.
Such a gray area. Like if someone's getting jumped a block from your school, they're like, nope, not in my school. I'm not going to intervene.
That's more like the city's problem, and that's where you got to call the cops.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I honestly, long story short, I just feel like the school is overstepping their boundaries.
But I think the reason that happens,
it'd be like, so Jose, how would you feel if somebody came to you and said, hey, you need to take your girl's tablet and everything away because she said a bad word and I needed her to not have it for a week? And you disagreed that the week period was too long. Maybe you agreed for a day or two. Do you feel they have a right to tell you that it should be a week?
No, they shouldn't.
I don't feel like they have a right to tell me what I can't do.
If they have no right to tell you that it should be a week, how do you justify the fact that you feel they have a right to tell you that it should even be a day?
Well, I probably misunderstood the story because I thought the punishment was her not being part of the cheerleading team anymore. I didn't think it was suspension involved, which I think.
No, she also was suspended.
Well, the suspension I think was a stretch to do, but I think her not being part of a team that represents the school is fair game.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Like if she was no longer part of a team, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But not being part of like the school, like getting suspended and have to stay home because you're trying to teach me some kind of lesson about speaking my mind. How is that American at all?
All right, in the story of jurisdiction, let's look at it this way. You guys know I used to work hospital security, right? And one of the rules we had that if a patient made it off the property and onto a sidewalk, there was nothing we could do. We'd have to let them go. So basically, that was completely out of our jurisdiction. We have to call the police and have them apprehend them and bring them back. So literally, if they make it to the sidewalk, no matter how much we ask and beg, we can't go over and physically put them on our property in order to get them back into the hospital.
Mhm.
And in fact, we had a guy who basically did that. And first thing I thought about doing was just chasing after him. My damn supervisor was like, "Nah, if he makes it to the sidewalk, leave him alone." At that point, he's completely off property. He's no longer our problem. Call the police, tell him where he's at, and go back to doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, she was not on school property, so therefore, out of their jurisdiction, they had no right to suspend her.
Well, even if it happened in school, I think they didn't have a right to suspend her. But yeah, I agree.
Timeout.
All right, guys, I'm back. I must say this is one of the best episodes we've filmed so far.
Yeah.
There's so much content.
So much,
For real.
so much debate.
So much dynamic. I love this. All right.
This is what I want the show to be.
So now that we've gotten that one out of the way, I'll go ahead and hit you guys with mine. So, So an Alabama man accused of feeding meth to a squirrel and gets arrested. Mind you, guess what the squirrel's name was?
What?
Deez Nuts.
Nice.
Nice.
Got him.
But and I got actually there's a little bit of video of him like sitting with the squirrel and shit. So let's go ahead and roll that. Damn. That was a sneeze, not a cough.
Damn. Still a symptom.
There's no one within 6 feet of him, so he's good.
Yep. That we know of.
All right,
roll the clip.
Let's go ahead and roll the clip. And we're back. Okay, so my first question: how you gonna tell us that the damn thing is not harmful? May not be harmful to you, mind you. They called this squirrel an attack squirrel. Why would they give it that label if the damn thing was not harmful?
Do you not realize we've been at war with squirrels for over 100 years in this country?
Julio, settle down. We'll get to it. Right now, it's just the one messed up squirrel.
One meth of squirrel. It's like the term squirrel.
But imagine when it's 1,000 of those little fuckers on meth, and then
But
10,
it's not.
then 100,000.
But it's not. I know what you're getting at. We'll get to your little squirrels at war story in a minute.
Oh, I'm not talking about that this week. That's next week.
Mm-hmm. While you're hitting everything.
Teasing it for next week. Build up the hype.
Damn right.
Okay, now that we've said a prayer for his nuts, let's continue. Waiting for the comeback 8 episodes later.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Pretty sure he got you like 20 minutes ago, bro.
It's a new one.
We're ending the year on a bang, boys. All
right, so let's move on.
I am not banging any boys.
You're stupid as fuck, dude.
So Bang Bros didn't call you.
Nope.
Nah, I didn't make the list.
I'm surprised you wanted to be on the list.
For real.
Hey, the
fuck are you
good,
up
bro?
to?
What can you do?
Gay.
Gay.
All right, let me hit you guys. There they go. All right, so a family with a little boy are driving behind a garbage truck. As they're driving, a dildo flies out and hits the windshield. In a last-ditch effort to save her son's innocence, the mom says, "That was a huge bug." And the son says, "Damn, how does the bug fly with a huge cock?"
Damn.
Got him.
Fatality.
Oh, shit.
The bigger question is, how does the little kid know what a huge cock looks like?
For real?
What has he been exposed to?
His older brother's friggin' porn magazines. Wait, the kids, do we even still have porn magazines?
Nah, bro.
I don't know.
I think,
no clue.
I think we were the last, since we were the beginning of the like millennial generation, I think we're the last bit of actual porn magazines that got sold.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
All those stuck together pages.
Whoa. You must have been the youngest in the family.
Nope.
You got the
Got all
leftover
those hand-me-downs, huh?
magazines, didn't you?
No, I did the sticking.
Mm-hmm. You got all those
Sure.
hand-me-downs. Don't be lying.
He got the stack his dad left him.
How could he have left me some shit when he abandoned me?
Hey, he still lives with you when you were a baby. He left you
Bro,
that stack.
the only thing he left was depression.
And daddy issues.
Whoa. Should I ask your girl what you scream at night?
The emotional trauma, huh, Bulls?
Damn. Whatever.
All right.
Enough said. All right, let's move on to Fuck My Life segment. Jose.
All right. So for Christmas Day, we decided to order out and get something from DoorDash. And all our usual places for sushi were closed, being Christmas Day. So we gave a new restaurant a shot. And the order, when I was eating my sushi, one of the rolls had a hair in it. So of course I was already gotten a bit into it, found the hair, went to the sink,
That's
spit it
right.
out.
You gotta fight past the hair, bro.
Did you
But,
use the
you know,
chopsticks?
I was using the chopsticks, yep.
Did it feel like pubic?
That's
Was
what
it
I don't know.
curly?
It was pubic hair. It was curly, so I don't know if it was pubic hair or their natural curly.
Nah,
But
that was pubic hair.
I was at my life. You don't know if
That
it was
was-
discretion out there, and then they go back to making your rolls. But,
Yeah, that was a special ingredient.
yeah,
That Japanese chef, boy, she left you a hair. You won't forget.
Not ordering from that
was
place.
That was black cheese shavings.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, no, that
Wow.
definitely fuck your life,
Yeah.
bro.
Damn.
I
We're
love
halfway done
sushi.
with the roll too, so whatever was left, we just threw away. Kill our appetite.
What you guys have afterwards? Nothing.
I mean, listen. At this
Does
point,
it
you've
matter?
already eaten half.
I'm pretty sure nothing.
Did it matter?
I guess I should have,
My
sent that to
dude found
Ethiopia.
a hair in his
Jose.
sushi roll.
Jose, let's be honest, bro. You've eaten worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all have.
But at least I knew where that hair.
True, yeah, it's true. You knew where it came from.
Not if it was a different color.
Oh,
Bitch, why you got blonde hair in there?
hey, mine.
Oh my gosh, you threw a weave on it too?
It's through a wig on the alpaca hoof. All right, Julio, what you got?
Nice and soft. Oh shit! I was about to take a drink. So this Saturday was my girlfriend's birthday. Her birthday is December 26th. And so I went, got her a cake, got her a birthday card, some balloons, and the birthday card I got her, I thought this was great at first. It's a little tiny card that has like little blanks on it, right? You can fill in the blanks with these little stickers with words on them, and it's like a romantic themed birthday card.
Apparently not.
When I saw it, I thought it was romantic. And as I am now in the car 10 minutes later after I prayed for this, I'm realizing, it's kind of like a kinky birthday card that I just happened to find in a fucking grocery store.
Okay.
Right? So
I really like where this is going.
Yeah, this is gonna get pretty funny. So I'm in the car, I'm sitting there, I'm taking fucking like the little stickers with the words off, trying to fill in the gaps. You're a fucking idiot. And fucking words start ripping apart as I'm taking them off the sheet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
We're not talking.
So I get halfway through like the fucking card of like all the blanks. I was like, fuck this. I give up. I fucked up on this. I'm just going to give it to my girlfriend as is anyway and explain what I did wrong. Right?
The halfway point.
Yeah. 'Cause at this
Question.
point, I've been
You
saying
guys notice how many times he said fuck?
a lot. It's
Just
my favorite
said,
curse
God
word.
damn.
Hey, next episode, put a little meter at the corner of the screen and just keep going up a number every time I say it, the F word, and we'll have a nice tally at the end.
Yeah, I don't feel like putting that much energy into that.
Oh man, why are you the editor? Oh, nice, Ricky. Impressive. That's everything Ricky's had to drink, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I get to my girl's house. I give her, I give her the cake. I give her
Wait,
the
you have
card,
a
but I tell
girl?
her, "Fuck you."
5 figure discount.
So I get to my girlfriend's house. I give her, I hand her the cake. I give her the birthday card and tell her, "Hey, I really don't want you to look at this birthday card like later on." So later on in the night, we're watching a movie, and she opens the card, and she's like, "What the hell?" And I explained to her, "Yeah, I pretty much fucked this up. I thought it was a great idea when I saw it. I didn't read what the fuck was written on it or what the words were on the stickers. I was like, oh look, fill in the dots. I'll take this." And it pretty much blew up in my face.
Folio, you know what you should have did?
Hold on. Take a pen and fill it in with a pen.
No. You should have got one of them sound cards that said, I got a 9mm.
So she then forces me to like take the remaining words that weren't torn apart and fill in the gaps. And it just became like the most awkward.
Basically, Julio agreed to give up his anus.
Talk about Mad Libs gone wrong.
Yeah.
I guess the girlfriend had jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was his girl's Area 51, basically.
I pretty much ended up. The words pretty much became a contract of I give up my anus to you for tonight.
She's about to roll to run in your butthole, bro.
Tonight.
For life. All right, what do we got next?
All right, Rick, what you got?
Let's see. So okay. So we all understand how difficult it is being colored in America.
Yep.
How upset would you be if your son was accused of stealing an iPhone while you, as a person of color, were a Grammy Award winner?
So I'd be somewhere from here all the way to fucking here.
I'm really offended my son has an iPhone, not an Android.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand the pain. I understand the pain because I feel like if I was a Grammy Award winner, I'd be smart enough to know that I could provide more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yo, what are you doing?
Laying down, my back is killing me.
He's laying down because that fucking iPhone bill is weighing him down.
Shit's expensive.
So Koyon Harold, right, who's a Grammy Award winner, had this exact thing happen to him because him and his son were basically having breakfast/brunch at a fancy restaurant. And this woman who wasn't even a guest accused his son of stealing her iPhone.
The fuck was she doing in the restaurant?
She wasn't even a guest anywhere.
We got video. We got video. Let's go ahead and roll the clip. Everybody, y'all need to see this shit.
Show me this is my phone. Show me. No.
You don't have to explain nothing to her.
Take the case off. That's mine. Literally, get it back.
Are you kidding me? You feel like there's only one iPhone made in the world?
No. Okay, then show me the. Show me all my.
You get a life over there.
No,
What's on your background? You better go find my iPhone. Go do that.
Find my iPhone is on.
See,
On now, right?
No, you can't. No, I'm the manager of the hotel. I don't care.
He will
This is
right
my
now.
son. Hey, did you see me just come downstairs out of the fucking elevator? I'm trying to help. No, but you're not helping. I am. What you've been is disrespectful. No, I'm trying to settle the situation. My son has nothing to do with her.
No.
I'm trying to
Yeah, but he has my phone. Then show me the proof. No, he's not leaving. Show me the proof.
Are you kidding me? You better get on. Let's go, kid.
Sorry.
Get on. get on something.
No, please get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone.
Get your hand.
And we're back. Okay. What
the fuck?
Did you see her? You see her basically tried to refuse them to walk the hell away,
bro.
Yep.
And,
the fact that she
why did the manager fucking side with her though?
That's what I was getting at, bro. Why did the manager at the hotel that they just had fucking breakfast at,
and their guests at the hotel,
they were sitting at the goddamn table, and this woman just walked in off the damn street and accused them of stealing an iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, I would be freaking livid. It's not like an iPhone is like exclusive, one of a kind. That shit's everywhere.
Nah.
We got money. We don't need to steal shit from your broke ass.
But like Jose said, bro, like an iPhone, like you're buying one of the most sought after products on the planet.
And it's not that hard to get.
So there's like about 9 billion of us now on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
7.
So let's say that you took half of that, there would still be like 4.5 billion goddamn iPhones on the planet. How could you even think that that's yours?
And my first question is: anytime I lose my shit, I retrace my steps. Why didn't you? And you approach someone you never encountered. So what? You was just gonna excuse a motherfucker of stealing your shit, and what? He was just gonna give it to you?
That's just crazy.
This reminds me of something that happened in college where this chick on a softball team, some random dude sat at her table with her, and she left them with her MacBook to go use the bathroom. When she got back, the guy and the MacBook are just gone, right? And instead of putting 2 and 2 together that, hey, that stranger you just met took off your shit, she decides to grab her baseball bat out of like its little carrying case and start threatening people in the library, asking where the fuck her damn laptop went.
I know where your laptop is.
Oh, bro.
Gone with that motherfucker.
This is back when I worked for the college PD. We almost tased that dumb walked in there until we realized, hi, Vanessa. You want to put the fucking bat down? Hi, Vanessa, if you're watching this video, how you doing?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
I mean, even that situation is like really fucked up because there's probably a lot of other.
He doesn't want her to come after him with that bat.
No, she's gonna fuck up my Accord.
Fuck your Accord. She's gonna free the beast all over the back of your head.
Shit.
But shit, I think Ricky, your story just proves how difficult it is to be of color in America, where you can be targeted for having an iPhone.
Absolutely.
You're a thief because you have an iPhone.
Dude, honestly, like that's horrible to me.
Yeah.
Because like I was telling my wife earlier, like I've never honestly judged somebody by the color of the skin, right? Like to me, I've always judged somebody by what they've done in the past. The content of the character.
Yeah, I usually just judge you based off the stupid shit you just did. It ain't got nothing to do with your skin.
Well, then how the fuck are we still friends?
Ooh, damn.
We're best friends, jackass. We live for these dumbass moments.
Because like I've done some real dumbass shit in front of you, bro.
So have I.
We're not saints.
Remember when I took that nut shot
I'm just
from
saying,
your
bro.
ass when we went
I'm just saying,
paintballing?
like I've done some real fucked up shit in front of you, and
Bro, you
the
shot
fact
me
that
in the
you're like,
nuts with a paintball. I remember that.
hey, bro. All fair is all fair in love and war.
Sabe.
Yep. But man,
I wasn't mad. I was just surprised you made the fucking shot. I was like, God damn, you got it.
I don't even want to make a joke about that. I'm sorry.
God damn. All right, who's next? Oh shit. Guess it's me. So I don't really have a fuck my life moment. For me, this was some shit I saw on the internet. Basically, This guy, a cashier at a Jimmy John's, got robbed, right? But this dude was chill as a goddamn cucumber through the whole ordeal. And in fact, I got video of the incident. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Let's watch that.
Robbery at a Jimmy John's restaurant in Kansas City, Missouri. The clerk at the register keeps a remarkably cool head as the robber holds a gun to his head. The guy's reaction is literally like, man, I was about to clock out. The clerk is completely unfazed by the weapon pointed in his face and casually hands over the till as if he was handing back change and a receipt. Seriously, is this guy a superhero or some kind of secret agent where guns just don't faze him? Redditors have been on the case, though, and they noticed this one key detail. He had his hand over the ejection port, which prevented the chamber round from popping out, causing a double feed, and thus preventing the slide from coming forward. Gun wouldn't have fired, but I doubt anyone involved would have realized it at that time. The cashier acted exactly how anyone should. Stay calm and collected.
And we're back. You see that motherfucker, bro? Nerves
didn't break a sweat for shit.
I honestly can't say I'd behave the same way. I don't know how I'd act in that situation.
I don't know how to behave.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucking nickname now is Iceberg.
Iceman. That boy's colder than Frosty.
Crickets again.
Jackie Frost. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Crickets again.
Santa Claus.
Oh, brother,
Stop.
this guy stinks.
The claps are softer than a white girl trying to clap her booty.
Skinny or fat?
Doesn't matter.
Again, doesn't matter.
No. I know what Ricky means.
All right, let me hit you guys with another dirty joke. So, all right, what doesn't belong? Eggs, your wife, or a blowjob?
What was that again?
What doesn't belong? Eggs, your wife, or a blowjob?
Eggs.
I'll say eggs.
No,
the blowjob.
No, it's a blowjob because you can beat eggs, you can beat your wife, but you can't beat a blowjob.
Oh man.
Oh shit! I didn't see that coming.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh dude.
Wow, Rick's the only one that got it. God damn.
No,
guys,
I got it too.
I will tell you that doesn't speak highly of me because I honestly did not read the fucking Google fucking Drive thing, and I just guessed.
That's still pretty good.
No, that makes me very sad.
Oh. How come?
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to what are you doing?
That's like some 1950th centuries ideology. What the fuck do you mean? Why not?
All right, so let's move on to what are you doing?
Looking at food.
Jose.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna age myself with this reference. You know, this has nothing to do with actually in the article, but there was this LA County sheriff that got caught having sex at a Universal Studios parking lot, and it was kind of the parking lot outside the Bates Motel film area. And I'm just thinking he was probably listening to Ludacris What Fantasy.
Actually, we got audio of that incident.
Oh shit!
Oh damn! All right,
let's go ahead and play it.
Open mic on the she was an open mic, so she's like, 91st Ocean, you have an open mic. 91st Ocean, open mic. 95 Ocean. 95 Ocean, you have an open mic, secure mic.
And we're back. Okay, I have no words.
Make sure you have the mic off if you're gonna have sex while you're on the job.
For real.
Yep.
Some tells me the girl turned it on purpose though. She liked the thrill.
I was gonna say, are you kidding? That's some legendary ass shit. I got fired because I was slapping cheeks in the Universal Studios fucking parking
I've
lot.
had funny open microphones.
While I was a cop.
But that's hilarious.
I mean, shit, yeah.
That's really
that is
bad.
gonna live on more than your career there.
Yeah, I've talked shit with an open mic before, but never clapped.
I will have that audio will live on the internet longer than I will.
Here's
Thing.
my thing about that though. Fucking the only thing that would have made it even more legendary if that fool installed the clapper for his fucking siren. So when he's clapping,
it will turn on and off.
It turns on and off.
Bro,
get the air horn going on and off, dude.
It'd be a goddamn rave party outside, son.
That would be crazy.
Flashing in different patterns.
How long do we have, guys? Because I might need another drink.
Oh my god.
We got
pretty inebriated.
Like 3 more stories.
I think we're almost there. Yeah, we're at the last segment.
All right, so give me 20 seconds.
Is that a sweet wine?
La Rosa. Dude, this is recommended to me by women, so obviously.
Oh yeah, La Rosa sweet. All of the flavors.
I'm just gonna let you know. You might have your work cut out for you.
Blueberry is the best, by the way. I don't know.
Only because I was just asked if I was still filming, and I said yes.
Me up with a couple
I was told it's been about 2 hours.
We're almost done.
Yeah. I'm sure my wife have some words from her.
What are you drinking now?
I'm still drinking my mimosas. This is just a bottle from last week.
Oh my god.
Same thing. So I got a 4-pack of this, and that's what I'm drinking throughout the entire filming. So this is the last one. Make it work.
All right, let's go.
Is it bad that I drink about a bottle of wine every episode?
Yeah. Stage show is good for you, so keep on drinking.
Yeah, they say a glass, not a whole bottle.
If a glass is good for you, a bottle's got to be even better.
Yeah, I had some red wine. I was playing Bob Marley's Red Wine.
Oh my god.
Hey, also, you guys want to save some money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if you guys all have Nintendo Switches, I could add all 3 of you on. Basically for free because I pay for the year subscription. It allows me 8 subscriptions.
Really? You can
hook me up.
Shit, I got my Switch right fucking here.
Same.
I've actually been playing it the last week.
Need some more.
I just added my wife, so.
Shit, I gotta buy Mario Kart when I get a chance.
They come out a new one for this coming year or no?
Nope.
There's no need. Oh yeah. So real quick. So you guys know, the last couple of years I was working on a game for Jason David Frank, the guy who played the Green Ranger in Power Rangers back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that game dropped, I think September last year. And I come to find out that apparently he wants to make another game. This one for console, and we've been trying to discuss which console to come out on. My suggestion would be the Switch, just because it's easier to program, it's not as high quality, and it'd be easier to sell on it.
Right.
And we're currently in negotiations for the budget for that game.
Oh shit!
So your boy might get his second game.
Nice, bro.
Anyway, so we got.
I hope you get it.
So do I. So we got L.A. County Sheriff clapping cheeks in Universal Studios. Julio, what you got?
Oh, damn it, I didn't burp. So going back to last week, our pre-med school student got arrested in the Cayman Islands for breaking quarantine. Her sentence got reduced to 2 months. Sentenced to 4 months in jail. And her mother is still trying to plead with the U.S. State Department to try to get her out of that so she can make it home to start the spring semester next month in January.
Oh, and we got video of that story, I guess. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
As a Caribbean getaway to visit her boyfriend, turning into a nightmare.
She's scared. She doesn't know what to do. She's talking.
18-year-old Skylar Mack will be spending Christmas in a Cayman Islands jail cell. What began as a Caribbean getaway to visit her boyfriend, turning into a nightmare.
She's scared. She doesn't know what to do. She's talking about dropping out of college. And she thinks people over here are going to hate her.
The pre-med college student from Georgia broke the Cayman Islands COVID laws, violating a 2-week quarantine when she removed a tracking bracelet and went to her boyfriend's jet ski competition. Even though Mac tested negative for the virus when she arrived there from the U.S., both she and her boyfriend Vanjay Ramgeet were sentenced to 4 months in prison. After appealing for a lighter sentence, on Tuesday the court cut the jail time in half to 2 months.
We were all crying and hurt.
Mac's attorney arguing that both Mac and Ramgeet be released.
For Ms. Mac in particular, difficult for her because she's going back to Fairbanks prison.
Mac's family was hoping she would be home for college when it starts again in January, but now that looks unlikely.
I don't sleep at night. All I can think of is her laying there in that bed crying because I know that's what she's doing.
After breaking quarantine rules in the British-controlled island, Mac and her boyfriend pleaded guilty and were initially ordered to pay a fine and do community service. But when the island's prosecutor appealed, the court changed it to a jail sentence instead, a much harsher penalty. Mac's family tells NBC News they asked President Trump for help and says they are now dealing with the U.S. State Department.
Skylar's not a bad person. You know, she made a mistake. She made a poor judgment decision, and she knows that. She is very remorseful. She's terrified.
So, Steph, a lot of people are wondering, is there any chance they can get out any earlier?
So, Kristen, it's a possibility. By Cayman Islands law, someone has to serve at least 60% of their sentence. That would mean that Mac could be released from prison by January 20th, but that still won't be early enough to make it home in time for the start of first semester. Kristen?
All right, Steph, thank you.
All right, we're back.
So how fucking privileged do you think you are that you can go to another country, break their rules, and then get a lawyer to fight your case to say, hey, you shouldn't be here? Originally, she was going to only get community service. Then the judge changed it to 4 months. Now it's 2 months.
So how's it privileged if she's still serving time?
Because it should have been a lot longer.
Yeah.
If she would have been a citizen of the country, it would have been worse, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's no doubt.
It's privileged the fact she can even afford a lawyer to fight that case.
When I say anybody who can afford a lawyer basically can basically get the exact same sentence. It's got nothing to do with privilege.
Isn't the fact that you can afford a lawyer a privilege in the first place?
Mm-hmm. I can't afford a lawyer for shit. Something would happen.
That's
If
I gotta go to jail, Ricky's my actual defense attorney. We've already discussed this. Jose, you're his counsel, by the way.
It's crazy how I'm honestly the least qualified person here.
I don't think so.
Okay. Debatable, but okay.
All right, bro.
I think the two of you.
You know, you gotta admit, you do know some shit though.
Pretty well.
You do know some shit, bro.
Yeah. I think you and Jose could probably get me out of jail.
I bet you could probably win that case. Like, bro, this is my first case. I better be great.
I'm pretty sure you guys should get me from first degree murder to manslaughter.
I'd pull a
What do
Homer
you
Simpson
send me?
talk about, Senor, this is my first case. I don't understand what's going on.
I fucking hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that was good. That was good.
But yeah, no, I think that's absolute bullshit. You should be serving your 4 months. You fucked up. Take the L. Learn your lesson.
Listen. I am an essential worker. I generally have to get up and go deliver
Same
shit to
here.
people on a regular basis, to where I'm going door to door over 150 times a day.
Yeah, I'm not essential.
I'm honestly telling you that, like, you need to fucking take care and make sure that you're acquiring to quarantine protocol. Please fucking do. I'm tired of working these 10-hour plus days to make sure that you get your essentials.
Essential.
That is not a life that anybody needs to live.
For real.
I'm literally exposing myself.
Not because
every day.
I'm tired, but simply because the fact that, like, if we are living such a privileged life, we should be allowed to enjoy it, but do it in a safe fucking manner.
Exactly.
Yep.
Don't put other people at risk just because your ass is impatient.
Your freedom is not more important than anybody else's health. I'll tell you that right now.
Because you're not special.
If I could do my job for 10 hours a day while wearing a mask, you can wear your goddamn mask for 20 minutes at the grocery store.
At the gas
do
station.
you guys remember them fucking teachers who were like, remember, you're your own snowflake?
Oh, fuck
No,
that.
fuck that snowflake. Listen,
You've created
we
a
are all part of
fucking-
an art form. So if we really had to compare ourselves, even though we're mammals, right? Even though we're mammals, if we really had to compare ourselves at a very rudimentary level, we're nothing better than ants. We rely on the person next to us for support, whether that be emotional or physical.
You're
And if
on
we
that
don't
stranger
have
at the
that,
grocery store.
then we all crumble.
Yep.
So if you don't take care of the person next to you by wearing a goddamn mask, what kind of person are you?
And don't give me that bullshit about, oh, this shit doesn't really work. I'm like, it works to a certain extent. It provides some sort of protection, doesn't it? Okay, then. Don't give me that. You can still get it in your eyes. I'm like, yeah, if one of you fucktards isn't wearing a mask.
You know, one of my favorite things about wearing a mask is, those people who spit when they talk? I have not had spit land on me all year.
Isn't that the second time you brought that up?
Yep, but I still stand by that. And it kind of say in the back of Ricky, like, hey man, I work at a construction site where I'm literally checking 300 workers a day to make sure they're not bringing COVID-19 onto a site and get everybody sick.
And you're making sure they're all wearing their masks, right?
Exactly. So
here's the point.
So here's what I'm telling people. Just like Ricky said, hey, fucking like follow the rules, please. This isn't a fucking joke. I live in California. Right now, California sucks balls to be in right now. I'm pretty sure I'll catch this shit in the next coming weeks just from the fucking spike that has not stopped going up since the beginning of this month.
Because assholes don't want to wear. Like, I still get assholes at my job always like, why the hell you guys still got this whole mask shit going? I'm like, because the shit is still a problem. We are not done with this fucking disease, you idiot. And it ain't got nothing to do with communism. It's got everything to do with you trying to make sure the person next to you doesn't get infected because you want to be an idiot. Sorry if it offends you. I really don't give two fucks. Wear the goddamn mask. It's only 35 to 45 minutes of your life. I got to wear the shit from 6 to 8 hours a day. You don't hear me bitching about it.
Thank you. I walk around with a fucking hard hat on all day. That thing bothers me more than the mask does.
I walk around with the heart on all day. It bothers me more than the mask does.
Hey man, you might want to get that checked. You might have some kind of nerve damage going.
It's not really. It's not really damage if you enjoy it.
The concern for your for your own for he showed for
For
you.
his dick, yeah.
Like,
That's
bro,
not
worry
blood.
about your own. Worry about your own phallus.
I do.
Apparently not.
It gets plenty of attention.
He's worried about it because he hasn't seen it in like 2 years.
The fuck? Not true.
So I know this year's is a COVID.
What the fuck are you talking about? Not true.
Meaning I have seen it, and it
No, I
hasn't
haven't
been 2
seen.
years.
He was talking about it. Never mind.
Whatever.
It's called
I don't know
smartphone.
where we're at anyway.
That's not what he meant.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! That was fucking. Like, I got
earbuds. God damn it!
like I got one that happened today,
Uh-huh.
which was it threw me off because I kind of didn't understand what the fuck had just happened. So this one happened at self checkout once again.
Who you just need to go?
You and no, I'm still here. I lost an earbud. Keep going.
All right. So my bad, boys. Sorry to interrupt you.
So this happened at self checkout. So like I had to kind of let these people make it because they were elderly, and I kind of understand new technology kind of goes over your head. So it was fine. But what kind of caught me for a loop was just the tone this dude took. So he walks up and he was like, "Hey, what am I supposed to do now?" It's like, "Scan your membership." It's like, "Where?" It's like, "Right there on that red light." So he scans it. He was like, "Now what now?" It's like,
Hey, scan your item.
take your shit and scan it where you scanned your membership and put it on the tray. The thing literally walks you through the fucking process. When you scan your membership, it says, "Please begin scanning your items." So he scans one item and he's like, "All right, what do I do now?" I was like, I waited for the damn machine to say, "Place your item in the tray area." So he did that and he did it again. It was like, "What do I do now?" I was like, "Oh my fucking God. Seriously?"
You should have gone to the regular line, bro.
I'm looking at my coworker. She's like, "You on your own." I was like, me and this dude gonna fight. And his wife, I swear to God, his wife is like telling him, like, just put it in the thing like you did the first time. His wife already caught on to the whole ordeal. This dude has 6 items. He did this to me for all 6 items. And then at the end of it, he was like, "Now what?" 5 seconds later, it was like, "If you're done scanning, please press done scanning." It's like, press that green button. It's like, okay, what now? Now you pay for your shit. So he puts his card in. He was like, "What now?" I was like, "Bro, I'm done. I quit. I'm on break. Come get me when he's gone." Bro, do you not know how to use your own credit card?
Nope.
Nope.
Like, apparently, like, put in your PIN number. He's like, "What's my PIN number?" I was like, "Bitch, I don't know."
Oh my!
You should.
I am not your caregiver, son.
Well,
And clearly,
you might as well be.
Left the hole.
Hey, but you know what, dude? You're essential.
Not in that time. I felt fucking useless.
Well,
God
that's
damn.
your problem.
Exactly. After that, his wife apologized. I was like, "Oh, I'm surprised you ain't killed him already." God damn.
Damn, dude, that sucks.
I wanted to give him a pass, and I was gonna give him one after the second time, but then every single item, I'm like, "All right, this motherfucker is fucking with me. You gotta be fucking with me." And everybody's like, I don't think he is. I honestly think he literally doesn't know what's going on. I'm like,
he doesn't understand the concept.
Why didn't his wife push him out the way and just finish? That's what she should have did.
Yep.
Ha. Because if she did, she wouldn't have no kids.
Yeah. And not find my earbud.
Been married 25 years, still couldn't find the right spot.
All right, and what now?
Ouch.
Damn.
Oh shit. That was that threw me for a loop. I almost walked off the floor that day. That time. Jesus Christ. All right, Rick, what you got?
Not much, bro. I've already talked about everything I looked at.
Oh, what about your fuck your life moment?
Oh, okay. So, fuck my life moment, for example, wasn't really a fuck my life moment because it ended well. So, this past weekend, I went to the snow, and I was with my family, and my wife and I were driving. We decided that it'd be best if we take our dogs to an actual dog park in Reno, Lake Tahoe to be exact.
Fun.
Because the entire time they were with us, they had been on a leash. So if we take them to a dog park, we could let them off the leash and actually experience snow. And so we did. And right as I was turning left to go into this dog park, my car started sliding because I hadn't driven in snow in a while. So I forgot that if you turn too fast, your car has no traction.
Ricky's pretty drunk.
Drift.
So, yeah, exactly. So I started drifting towards the fucking snowbank and had to fucking counter steer to the point where I actually had any traction. And I stopped maybe like 2 feet before I hit the fucking snowbank.
Hey, bro, you did better than Sean Boswell in Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker hit the pillar.
Yep.
Listen, I was scared as fuck, bro, because I had not driven in snow in a while. So when I started fucking sliding forward, I was like, fuck. But then instinct kicked in, and I started steering the other way till I had some traction. Luckily, I stopped short enough to not cause an accident for myself and was able to park that shit.
Guys, Ricky's pretty drunk.
Dude, stop highlighting that, please.
Yeah, seriously, Julio. It's like a little kid, like, oh my gosh, look.
My dad is really Santa Claus. Fuck you, Julio.
Captain Buzzkill.
Fuck off.
Listen, do you want me to do this or not?
All right, so we got anything else you guys want to talk about? Actually, wait. There was something. So Jose brought something to my attention. So a racist Karen incident. Apparently, this is exactly what happened at a salon. This lady was training a new girl who was also Asian, and she was working on her hair. And to finish up the hairstyle, she said, "Okay, I'm going to let my trainee do this." And apparently, this female basically just got pissed off and was like, "Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that." Even though she'd be right there helping her, but she got so adamant about it. And we actually got video of this shit. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
If you don't want to hear me out and like get to the resolution of this, you can leave with half your color on. Are you gonna stop and hit me? Robin, get the out.
One racist Karen attempted to assault a hairstylist and was caught on security camera footage. Yet still, she demands service. I'm Adrienne Finch, coming at you from Reach TV Studios in Hollywood. This is What's Trending. Let's get into it. Hairstylist Sharon and her assistant Alex had to face one of probably the worst Karens anyone can experience. It all started when Robin, labeled as the new Karen, was having a simple root touch-up job by her longtime hairstylist, Sharon Spellman. Sharon went out to ask her new assistant Alex to finish it up for her. Despite this being a common practice in hair salons, Robin expressed her inner Karenism by strongly rejecting the service to be completed by Alex.
She's gonna do exactly like I do it. Robin, you need to be more trusting. No. But it's me. I would never do anything to make you uncomfortable.
I know. I just want to.
Well,
you're supposed to be with the customer.
Oh, not in this room. I'm the boss here, Robin.
I'm not paying her. I'm paying you.
Nope, but I pay her, so she does what I say. And
come on, Sharon.
You'll be fine. You want to leave?
I will if you don't do my hair.
Robin goes on to demand service despite her disrespectful behavior. Sharon keeps it professional until Robin's tantrum comes to a point where she blatantly moves her elbow to almost hit Sharon's face.
Robin, she's my assistant. She does hair. I want you to do my hair. Robin, I tell you again. Robin, don't talk to me that way. I can't. You can go. No, you're not going to talk to me that way. Oh my God. Robin, you can go. Robin, you're not going to talk to me disrespectfully. Well, then you don't either. I'm going to have you do my hair. You're right. I want you. Right. And just relax. Take a breath. I will. Take a breath. Robin, you can't talk to people like that and think that people are just gonna do whatever you say. I came to get my hair. I know, and I am running a full-blown business, and I'm training her. And wait, really, honestly, Robin, if you don't want to hear me out and get to the resolution of this, you can leave with half your color on. Are you gonna stop and hit me? Robin, get the out. Robin, get out.
Robin, not being able to digest the consequences of her entitled actions, begs Sharon to finish.
And we're back.
Fucking wild.
We got a Karen.
I think, bro, I think Karens are are a worse disease than COVID, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from actual physical deaths, they just kill all the spirit of being human in the world because they feel the need to voice their opinions.
I don't even think it's a spirit thing, bro. I honestly think that, for example, Karens feel entitled to manipulate time and space as a whole, bro.
Oh shit, my bad. Actually, she's not Asian. The assistant is actually Mexican, so that makes it even.
It doesn't matter.
Still a minority.
To me, your race does not matter. It's the Karen.
The simple fact that it doesn't matter what color of her skin. The simple fact that you understand, if you didn't feel comfortable with a new person, working on your hair, I understand that. But the kind of way she went about it did not even point that out whatsoever.
No, and then she is in her hair salon, right? So she's not 100% rules, and I think she mentioned that that's typical that the main hairstylist would do 90% of the work, and then the assistant finishes it off, right? That was just standard. So for her,
it's not the first time this shit has happened, and I'm guaranteed that she's a regular. She goes there all the time. She has this happen all the time.
Yeah.
So obviously, this is racially motivated.
I agree.
Sounds like her true colors came out.
I definitely have to agree.
Who the hell gives a damn who the hell is fucking frying and dyeing and laying your shit to the side as long as the shit gets done. Mm-hmm. If it looks good, don't give a damn.
Even if it doesn't get done in the way that you like it, that shit goes back.
Yeah, right.
We're not talking about a tattoo. We're talking about a fucking hairstyle.
That's true.
Yep.
Exactly. And how the hell else do you expect new hairstylists to get their start if they don't get a chance to work on hair?
Right. She needs hands-on practice.
That's like when people say we need you to have 10 years of experience at the age of 24 for a job. It's how the hell do you expect to get experience if you don't get the practice what the hell you're asking the jobs?
It's almost worse.
I've always wondered how Go ahead, bro.
It's almost worse than people chastising other people for wearing different hairstyles. Like if a white girl got braids. I've seen so many people hate on that white girl for having braids or using
where they asked me to have 5 years experience, but I've barely been 18. How the fuck am I have 5 years experience?
I have 18 years of being alive. That's experience.
Yep.
Boom, bitch, hire me.
Or bro, I've seen jobs at my 30 years of age for management for fleet positions where I'm at, where they ask 2 or 3 years of experience.
Yeah, I've seen that shit too.
Yeah.
or experience in that fucking
insane.
field.
That's just
How
insane
the
because
fuck am I supposed to have the experience if you won't give it to me?
Mm-hmm.
If you won't let me get the damn job and get the experience, how the fuck am I supposed to have it?
How do you know I don't have
like I'm
knowledge and skill
currently
able to this and I
experiencing,
can
and I'm
do it?
31. I'm currently experiencing it. You know what I mean? Like I'm currently experiencing how to establish a spreadsheet that has to do with like managing anything that's a rental, and then establishing a separate spreadsheet that has anything to do with anything that's leased. And then finding out my login, for example, like right now, I'm exchanging emails with somebody that's trying to get me logged in to a fleet management to anything that's leased.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you expect anybody, like, even so, for example, Jose, how old were you when you graduated from college?
22.
Okay, so do you think at 22 you have all that experience?
Nope. It was all practical knowledge, but none of it was applied. You know?
That's what I'm
I
saying. Like, how
graduated
do you
from
expect
college 3
anybody at
years.
22 or even at like my age, right? Like 22 to 31, that's a 13-year difference.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And neither one of us would have the knowledge to know how to deal with that situation.
Shit, I graduated 3 years ago from college, and I just barely got my first game, game actual published. And any of the big name ones want you at least 3 to 5 years experience. How the fuck am I supposed to get that experience if you won't hire me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, when I was interviewing for like manager level jobs, and they've had the direct reports, they go ask me like, how many direct reports have you had? Do you have experience? I was like, no, I don't. But they were looking for people that already were a manager to hire with direct reports. I'm like, again, not giving new people a chance to prove that they can manage other people.
Like I'd have to look at it this way. Like regardless of experience, here's my thing: that person, whoever has experience, still has to get acclimated into the way you run things, right? So really, it's kind of redundant to hire somebody who has experience managing people than someone who doesn't have experience. Other than the
Exactly, because
fact that their
the way
experience, they have
people manage
experience
people
leading.
is completely different.
Exactly. That guy might not even be what the great fit that you fucking looking for, but since he's got the fucking experience, oh, let's go ahead and hire him, and he completely fucks up your whole system. As opposed to going with the new guy, teaching him everything you want him to know, so that he can do everything you want him to do. It's basically a win-win. You're getting somebody who's fresh, cut, and dry, and not set in his ways yet, so that way you can basically mold him into the manager you need him to be.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a double-edged sword if you fucking think about it. That shit is fucking annoying as hell to me. Because I tried to get, when I worked for Niagara, I told you guys about this. I tried to apply for a supervisor position when it was open. And the motherfucker said, based on your experience, you still need some time. I'm like, based on my experience, bitch, I spent 6 months doing this job by my fucking self. I was doing jobs that your mechanics refuse to fucking do. And that's not even my fucking job. But you say I lack the experience. Not the simple fact that production went up 85% since I had been on that goddamn shift working by my fucking self. Excuse the hell out of me if I don't know how to supervise people in my own department. It's easy as hell. Most of them already know what the hell they're doing. It's the ones that don't need who need supervised. And I saw for that one too. Showing up on my own days off to help these motherfuckers make sure they don't fuck my shit up when I come into work the next day. Explain to me how that's not experience showing leadership. Leading by example. Making sure that we get the job done at any means necessary. Still not supervisor material, apparently. But I digress. Looks like we've been recording for about almost 2 hours.
We got to kill this.
So that being said, we all good?
Yep. Happy New Year's, everybody.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out with the last dirty joke of the night. All right, so this teacher asks a class, whoever feels stupid at times, please stand up. After a while, little Johnny stands up begrudgingly. Go ahead. And so the teacher asks little Johnny, So Johnny, you feel stupid from time to time? And he looks at her and says, "No, ma'am. Just painful to see you standing all alone."
Oh man. Damn.
That one got me. That got me good. Oh shit. Little Johnny.
Little Johnny.
Little Johnny.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening in to this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Please.
Happy New Year to you.
Comments and likes will help the channel. Everybody have a happy New Year. You guys, thanks for joining in on the episode. I'll catch you all, everybody, later. Peace out.